In the stillness of the air, we find out play. Our strings and tunes in the while we were both hearts pounding as we draw our bows. On the hunt for the thrill of the chase. In the stillness of the air, we find our place. With focus and precision, we take our stance. String adventures where the adrenaline runs high as we lift the arrow fly. All right, welcome to this week's edition of Buck Talk Radio, brought to you by the fine folks at Rupert's Red and Peace, Grunt Calls, Winsent, Predator Camo, Gearhead Archery, Face Off E-Bikes, Racks and Tracks Taxidermy, Compass Cars, Coulee Archery, Fourth Arrow, Norlander Socks, and Weeby Knives, just to name a few of some of the folks that help me do the shows each and every week here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Rick Sesker, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Glad to see him. We are going to talk a little bit about early deer tactics and some other fun stuff before we get out of here today. And we got some contests to tell you about and some other fun stuff as well. So there you go. Thanks for all the emails. Last week we had a really good shot at screenshots, people sending in screenshots, and congrats to our friends. David Bellis won the Secret Listener contest last week. He got that really nice Trek spinning reel, and I know he is really, really happy with that. So thanks for that. Hello, everybody out there on the Facebook live stream. So we're going to go in there. I'm going to give Chris just a minute here, and then I'm going to call him, and then we're going to visit with him from Slim Knox County Whitetails. He's been out putting stands up, food plots and stuff. I've been getting some tremendous pictures on my trail cameras, on my Tacticam Reveals. My Jinx 'em Sense mock scrapes have been working great. I've been posting as much. I got some on there I will not post because I don't want there. David, I just said hi to you, David. Yeah, Eric, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Loverdowski, how you doing in PA, pal? Oh, Chris and Freddie and Murph and Rick and Roop and all. I miss everybody out there in PA, you guys. Dave, how's it going, Dave? Miss you too. Good to see you. So we're going to talk a little whitetails tonight. I'm going to tell you about a special deal going on. I got some emails to answer, and we'll go from there. If you have questions, hit me up there, and we'll go from there. So let me see if I can call my buddy here real quick and see if he is done. He had a guy calling, so I might have to fill some time, which is fine. I mean, I do this for a living sometimes. So sometimes I do.
This is Chris.
Are you done with your call?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, Chris from Slim Knox County Whitetails out there in below Kirksville, Missouri, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do they call that? Lovamore Lane out there? La Plata, Missouri. La Plata, Missouri. Man, I have been getting some really nice pics on my scrapes. How's your cameras running? I imagine you're seeing some nice growth too.
We are starting to see some real good growth. Not as much as I was expecting, but we've been in and out of the farms, disturbing them right now. Planting food plots and this and that. So As soon as we get out of there and get it settled down, I'm sure they'll be there.
You've been getting all that rain we've been getting up in Iowa. It's been nuts.
We had a ton of rain until about a week and a half ago, and then it's starting to dry out good here. Yeah. Which July is really dry for us a lot of years here in northeast Missouri.
We got 12 inches of rain the other day. I mean, it was a bad storm. And then we're supposed to get storms tonight, I think. Tonight and tomorrow. Yeah. I've had enough. We had a lot of flooding and stuff. I was hoping you guys weren't seeing any of that down in Missouri. Yeah.
We had some of it, 3 or 4 weeks ago. We had like a 10 or 11 inch rain one day.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sesker says he'll be going through La Plata on Friday.
Tell him to stop by.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't do that. He'll eat you out of house and home. Yeah. So, I'm getting, people are asking about setups right now, Chris. I'm sure you're getting questions from all your hunters that are coming in, what's the deer doing and stuff. The beans are looking pretty good. How tall is your corn? Our corn's probably 4 or 5 feet now, 5.5 maybe.
Yeah, it's here. That's the way it is here. I think you can hear it growing.
Yeah.
It's amazing right now.
So this time of year, they're going to hit that. They're going to be on the beans. They're going to be on the corn. They're going to be tons of browse out there. There's no shortage for food for them. That's when we get into September, when those beans start turning yellow, things start to change. There's a couple things, different things that happen. The beans start turning. Bucks and the deer, they don't really seek those out when they start turning yellow. They then about that time, magic happens in the woods. The acorns start dropping.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. When those acorns start dropping, they're going to hit them like they'll hit nothing else.
yeah. Well, and you always, you and I both when we were Donovan's or wherever talking, that's where'd all our deer go? Did the deer die? Is it EHD? No, a lot of them just went on. They're on the acorns. So early season, Chris. I imagine you're doing this for all your mid-September hunters. You guys in Missouri start hunting around the 15th. Or that closest to that. Tommy Metzger, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Everything's good. Thanks for asking. I imagine you're getting sets for your bean fields. You're getting your stands on the field edges, but you're also wanting anybody that's got any kind of oaks on your property. You want to get some early stand setups for when those acorns, because as soon as those acorns drop, they change the way they're going to feed.
100%.
Yeah, you got it.
100%. Yes, sir.
What do you look for when you start setting your stands?
What I look for a lot of times on these acorn flats and that kind of stuff is, of course, wind direction, where we can get set up for the right winds and all that kind of stuff. But I look for the thickest partial of that wooded area coming into those open areas where it seems like they love to hit those acorns where it's bare ground, and whether it's a road bed or it's where it's been thinned or something like that. They seem like they hit those first, and I always like to look for the thickest part of that coming into it. That's where it seems like the bucks always come from, is that thickest area.
Yeah.
Now you'll have does coming from every direction, but I try to hone in on that thickest point coming into that acorn flat is where I want to try to hone in on. That's where the deer is coming from usually.
Well, I'm a firm believer. If you've got real thick cover, that's where I definitely want to try to get something in that travel corridor or pinch point, because that's where them bucks love to go. They can get in there, they can lay in there, they don't have to worry about nothing bumping them, and they can see what's going on. I know just up the street from where you're at, when I started hunting a long time ago up in Atlanta wildlife area, I always saw nice deer when I got into the thickest, nastiest brush you could find. And I'm sure you've been over there at Atlanta, over above Macon there. I'm sure you've been on there and looked around a little bit. But man, I tell you, Chris, that can get really thick back in there.
Oh yeah, and that's what I look for. I just
Yeah.
those 5 and 6 year old deer. That's where they're going to be.
Yeah, someplace that's not as easy access. And a lot of folks like to put stands up on top of ridges, and I like setting them midway down the ridge, because a lot of them older deer, that if you look, you can usually see good trails on top of that ridge. But then if you walk a few yards down that ridge, you're going to start seeing other deer trails. And from my experience, I've always seen the mature bucks going down off that lip of that ridge. They like going down a little bit. They stay hidden more.
Yep, 100%. About halfway down
Yeah.
is where most of the mature bucks are going to come. For sure.
Yeah. So definitely, like Chris said, you want to set stands up for different wind directions. That way you got to stand to hunt there. I'd still make sure you have a ground blind or a stand set down in the fields. As soon as those beans turn yellow, then I'd get into the timber. And I don't know about you, but they seem to move earlier too in the timber. They'll wherever they're bedding up, they'll feed to food. So if you can get in between the acorns and the bedding area or that thick cover, you're gonna start having more opportunities before it starts getting dark.
100%.
Yeah. Oh,
100%. Yes, sir.
nothing else you want to add to that? I can't. I nailed it 100%.
Yeah, you did for sure. Anytime that you can find that staging area is where you're going to get him most of the time.
Yeah.
You know, that's where we've been very successful.
Okay.
Uh,
Season opens.
I like the
Season opens for you when?
September 15th.
September 15th. That's what I thought. You got dove season going early, and it's not that far away, Chris.
No, it's not. Not at all. You blink your eyes and it'll be here.
Yeah. Jake from State Farm, good to see you on the stream. Jeff, hot enough for you? It's ridiculously hot, Jeff. It's too hot. I got a hoodie on. I got my face-off hoodie down in the studio because down in the basement it's like 64, 65 degrees. It's nice. I can wear a hoodie and work down here comfortable. But boy, if I go upstairs, I got to take it off because I'm going to be sweating like crazy. All right. Well, just any other quick tips you want to tell the folks? Because I know you got to go get on a tractor and get that fall food plot in.
Well, one thing I have done in the past as well is if you have a food plot that's getting hit, if you've got some trail cameras on it and you've got big bucks coming in just after dark, they'll be there 30 minutes, an hour after dark. Is what I like to do is, especially if I have a good sized woodlot coming into that food plot, is try to find a rub line and back up that rub line, 100, 150 yards before that food plot coming in. And that's usually, and I'll put a camera on it as well, but that's where I like to set up and find that spot where he's rubbing all the way in to that food source and then back off of it, a couple 100 yards, and you'll kill him usually, 15, 20 minutes before dark, staging back there.
Yeah.
That's what I look for a lot, of those rub lines coming into those food sources is a really good way to kill a mature buck in early season.
Yeah, when I come down there, I'll bring you some jinx. They've got a synthetic deer urine I've been using on my mock scrapes. It's called Misfortune. Chris, that's the first synthetic deer urine I've ever used that actually worked. I got deer in my scrapes almost every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Philip and I have talked with him. Actually, we did at the Iowa Deer.
Oh, that's right.
We're gonna start doing some stuff with him.
Yeah.
As well. So.
Yeah, I think Philip's already got a package there, so I'll make sure I hook you up when I come down here. So. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure because they're going to be doing their big bottling day here soon, and I'll try to bring you some. Because I imagine, I'll probably just wait for you to call me and tell me if or it's worth coming down. But it ain't going to break my heart if you don't tell me to come down after a couple freezes. Because that's going to be. I mean, I went out the other day just to change batteries, and it was horribly bad, buggy.
Oh yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah, with all the rain and stuff, it was miserable, bud. Yeah. All right. If they want more information, and don't forget, keep listening to the Outdoor Call Radio Network, the show, the app, because we will be giving one lucky listener is going to win a free whitetail hunt with Chris next year. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. We'll start doing that stuff in September, but I'll let hopefully by then Chris will have a 200, 215. Those are easy for him. He's got them running all over the place, right, Chris?
I'm not going to say that, but we have a few, but not running all over the place.
Yeah, you just back the truck in, throw your luggage out, and they takes you out in the afternoon, and you're done. 204, 205. It's no big deal, right? Yeah. I'll tell you, I wish
maybe weight-wise.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, buddy, go get on your tractor. Thanks for spending some time. If they want more info, what's the best way for them to find you?
Look us up on the web at knoxcountywhitetails.com or Facebook at Slim's Knox County Whitetails. Or you can call me at 828-231-9364.
All right. Tell Nettie I said hi.
Okay, brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. There he goes, Mr. Slim, Knox County Whitetails, Mr. Chris. A good fine feller right there. So, yeah, it's like I said, I've had the honor of working around and meeting some really nice outfitters over the years. Triple H with Donovan and his family. Hilly, I love Hilly. Hilly's like a big uncle to me, And then Chris and his wonderful family, and then you got Mike Watkins and Esther out at Trophies Plus Outfitters, and you got Gary Peck up in Minnesota bear hunting, and I've just met some really good people, and there's several others that are they're fine people. All right, so early season sits, bean fields, acorns. You want to kind of monitor that, have a couple different options set up for the wind, and that'll really help you get some more opportunities as far as early season. Let me hit a real quick break. It'll only be a minute or two. Don't go nowhere. I got a lot of stuff to tell you. I don't know what just happened there. Okay, man, my computer. They updated the edit update, and all my stuff went wonky on me. So let me hit this real quick, and I'll be right back.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Well, you finally got that deer tagged, and you're heading to home. Wouldn't it be nice to have a partner waiting for you to help you get that big buck out of the truck or side-by-side for skinning and processing without struggling? Well, Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems will be there to help you. Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems are made in the USA in Springfield, Missouri. These high-quality game hoisting systems are engineered to handle any type of big game, perfect for the hardcore hunter or outfitter. You work so hard to get that opportunity. You want to get every ounce of that quality protein to the deer processor or in the freezer for your family. Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems were engineered to help you do that. They carry several different models that will meet the needs for the single hunting family or outfitter's budget. So this season, don't worry about having help back at home or camp. Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems that will make every hunting camp easier. Go check them out at minervacreek.com or give them a call at 515-446-2383.
Have you ever been out hunting and starting to do the hard work of breaking down that game you just tagged, only to have your knife fail after you just tried to take the hide off to quarter the animal? Well, let me tell you about a knife that will never let that happen to you. That's Weeby Knives. It's quickly becoming the go-to outdoor knife in the industry. One more. Hey, it's Outdoors Day, and I want to tell you about the most functional set of outdoor knives I've came across in a while, Weeby Knives. Have trouble keeping an edge on a knife? Go check out WeebyKnives.com. Replaceable scalpel blades that make sure you always have a sharp knife in the field. I have a Weeby knife in my tackle box and my backpack. That way I know I'm covered no matter what job I need to do, and it's going to be done the right way. From turkey hunting to deer hunting, trapping to camping, Weeby knives are my go-to in the field. Don't believe me?
I'm Ronnie Adams from History Channel Swamp People, and when I want a sharp knife, I reach for Weeby knives. You heard me? Weeby knives, wicked sharp, my baby.
Now that's a knife. Get yours at WeebyKnives.com and tell them Outdoors Dan sent you. Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable? Well, I have a way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather or outdoor activity. Have you heard of Norlander Sock Company? Norlander Sock Company uses high-quality alpaca to produce some of the best socks out there. Alpaca socks will keep you comfortable and feeling great all day. Alpaca socks will wick away any moisture that you might encounter, plus work with your outdoor footwear to keep your feet temperature where they need to be. Alpaca socks also has a natural antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks, pure alpaca, pure comfort. For more information, just go to NorlanderSocks.com and give your feet a treat.
I grab my quiver and my bow. It's my dear head, don't you know?
All right, welcome back to Buck Talk Radio on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old USA. So urban hunting is going to start here in Iowa or on, I think, the 15th. It's either the 15th or the 20th that's coming up. If you have not gotten your urban proficiency test done, make sure you go do that. And I would do it now, because if you keep waiting, it's just going to be, you're going to have to make an appointment, or it's going to take you several days, and the season's going to get here and you don't have your proficiency test done and you're going to be behind the ball. Go get it done now. Archery Field and Sports is a great place to go get that done. Mark will get you in and out and take good care of you. If you're going to be hunting this type of year, just make sure you got your stands all ready to go. Get your safety lines, get everything. Make sure you got your name, address, phone number. Make that permanently tagged on your stand so they know who it is, and make sure you, whatever municipality that you're going to be hunting with, ask them what the regs and rules are about leaving stands, securing stands, whatever you can do. That way you guys won't have any trouble and you're ready to go first part of the season. I will tell you this, I just looked at the extended weather and it's going to be warm early. Early season is going to be extremely warm. You're going to want, if you do harvest that animal, you're going to want to field dress that animal and get that animal broke. Get the hide off of it, get some Arctic ice, take some Arctic ice in your cooler, leave it in your truck, and throw that in the body cavity until you get back home. Throw it on your Minerva Creek big game hoisting system and start breaking that deer down and get it cooled off as fast as you can. If you're going to take it to a processor, I'm going to go to Mike's Meats up in Knoxville. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get something in that chest cavity, field dress it, get something in that chest cavity. I want that protein to stay good. You owe it to the animal. You owe it. You want your family to have good food. That's why we hunt to eat, right? We hunt to practice good solid conservation, but make sure you get either Arctic ice or something in there. I like Arctic ice myself because I can keep that froze, throw that in the deer cavity, and I don't have all that sloshy mess, bloody water mess in my back of my truck making a mess. I can take it out. I can take the Arctic ice when I'm done, hose it off, and throw it back in the freezer, and I'm ready to go. But you got to keep that meat secure. And we want to make sure that, like I said, we owe it to the animal as hunters to give the animal the dignity and the respect it deserves. So there you go. I told you about a couple different things. We got that big gearhead special going on. I got my gearhead right here, my Pivot Carbon 24. This is a 24-inch axle-to-axle pivot. This is my third or fourth gearhead. I started out with the Disruptor Pro 24s, but the carbon's the way to go. And I did a little thing that's got that fall brown Predator on here. I did a little thing on if you're looking for a new bow. I'm doing a contest. First 3-4 people to do this. Order a bow. We've already got one order in. Dwayne Brown has already got one in. I got a call and talked to Skippy about that. You can get it with the Fall Predator. You can get it with Mossy Oak, Real Tree, Black, any color. I just love Predator, so I told Skip, man, can we do that? And he goes, absolutely. And I just love the way this bow pops, especially with the orange strings and cables. First 3-4 for sure is going to get a couple gift cards from me. One of them for the first 3 is going to be from Genesis 3D. Look at that. I told you I went to a thumb release. It's got a thumb caddy right there, so I don't ever have to worry about not having my release with me. It goes right to the riser. That's what I like about Skip's design on his gearhead bows with these riser cages. You can put stuff in and around your bow, cameras, caddies. It's the functionality of these bows are amazing, but that way my release is secure going in and out and up the tree, pulling it up. I never have to worry about dropping or losing a release ever again. Dan, do you worry about ticks when field dressing? I always drop the deer off after first frost. No, I mean, I've got a limit tick on, Brant, and I always wear my gloves. So, I mean, I usually don't have a problem with taking. Hi, Sean Steffens, how you doing, buddy? I don't have a problem doing that. Okay, so as long as you got your stuff going on. And the way our weather patterns have been going in the Midwest lately, we don't usually get a first frost to almost mid or late October anymore, Brant. So you're missing a lot of early hunting if you wait. But no, just spray down. Spray down. If you're not going to wear a limit tick, spray down your camo, spray down your backpack, spray down your boots. And if you got field dressing gloves on, just make sure you clean everything off, and then you should be good to go. And then I always keep the deer in the back of the truck, and then I try to wash it out as fast as I can. So, if you get it in and out, you shouldn't have a problem, Brant. But you definitely need to pay attention to the ticks, that's for sure. So anyway, so Gearhead, first 3 or 4 people, you're going to get a special Outdoors Dan package there, okay? And we're going to do. I'm hoping we get at least 10 people to get some bows. I've got an Ozonics HR600 unit. This is what I don't go in the woods without that. I told you they changed up the battery design on these last year. They're way skinnier. They have way more juice in them, so they'll last a lot longer in the tree. Got an inboard lights, so you can have it up in there when you're putting it above you in the stand or in your ground blind. If you need light, you just hit that button. You got a red light coming down. I love this thing, and we're going to give one of these away. Or if someone doesn't want an Ozonics, which I can't understand why, I've got a Reveal Tacticam camera. So anyway, just good. Thank you. Hot. What did I miss? You can go back and watch it, Sean. That's the nice thing about it, buddy. Aaron, he's got a lot of different setups. Aaron, just have to look on the website, bud. So, but the contest is for a Pivot Carbon 24, not a bow fishing bow, Aaron. So if you want in on the contest, you got to get either a Pivot Carbon 24 or a 20. So that's the deal we're doing. No, Sean, you really you missed some talking to Chris, and you go back and watch. It'll be all right. So we got Jinx some Scent gift cards I'm gonna give somebody, and then I got a Predator camo $50, or it's either 50 or 25. I got a lot of things we're gonna be doing. So gear at archery.com, call the number there. Skip's the owner, he'll answer and he'll help you out any way you can. All right, Iowans are encouraged to report wild turkey sightings in July and August. The Iowa DNR would appreciate any help. If you're seeing turkeys, hens, toms, poults, how many poults are are running around with the hens? The survey is available at iowdnr.gov /hunting. Just send all that in, and they're doing population studies. And Jim Coffey, our buddy who's our Iowa turkey biologist, would appreciate the data. You will not be sorry. Great ball around. It is, Chris. I wouldn't promote it if it wasn't, buddy. I'm telling you. Plus, you get some great stuff with it, too. And hey, I don't know if I said this, but if you're a police officer, I didn't know this. If you're a police officer or a military, Skip gives you 10% off. How about that? That's pretty good. I'll have 2. You'll have 2 or you got 2, Sean? I don't know. I got 2. I got this one and I got the Mossy Oak. And I hear it from Skip all the time. You don't need a backup bow. It's a gearhead, Dan. They're built to last. I said, I know, but I'm going to have a backup bow as much as I travel. So get those turkey reports in as soon as you can. We're also going to be doing a Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey call rut package in. Okay, Todd's got these amazing grunt calls that I truly love. Look at he's got the little deal on there, rut and piece. He's got those in there, and you can get you can't get the one with the outdoor call. These are mine. I already gave all them away, so it's going to be with the Rupert's rut and piece logo on there. Oh, there you go, Sean. That's awesome. Anyway, we'll just start doing that contest with Rupert's rut and piece in August. All right, I'll tell you about that. I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff. Jinx some Sense is on tonight at 7. It's the Royal Rumble of Deer Pea. Dawn and Sean at 7. I'll have to pop in and out of this and catch that. Those guys are so fun. Told you about that. I think I'm all caught up there. Yeah, Andrew and I will be on Saturday morning this week. Yes, we will be back on 106.3 KXNO. We'll all be on the live stream and on the YouTube channel live too. So there you go. Bowstring Adventures Season 2 will be up in September. I want to thank Modern Spartan Systems, Gearhead Archery, Predator Clothing, Wyckoff Heating and Cooling, Cookies Barbecue Sauce, Kool-Aid Archery, Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, Wind Scent, Weeby Knives. Want to thank Norlander Socks, Minerva Creek for helping us do the show. And we'll start airing that in September. And then we will have a deer mount contest to give away from Racks and Tracks. Jeremy and his family are donating another deer mount. We'll start doing that in around September 15th, okay? So there you go. And then Mike's Meats in Knoxville. Brett and the gang are going to be back. We're going to have some free deer processing certificates to give away. So we got a lot to do in the next couple months. 3D Waterfowl Convention, or the Delta Waterfowl Convention, is this coming 2 weeks from now. July 24th through the 26th at the Iowa Event Center. We'll be broadcasting live on Saturday. If you're there, come by and say hi. The Iowa Jeep Show is September 11th through the 13th in Garwin, Iowa. That's a great event to go take the family to. If you love four-wheeler, if you like Jeeps, trucks, Moogs, or whatever those 4 amphibious things are, you're going to see a lot of different things. They got a lot of things for you to check out. It's a great show, September 11th through the 13th. All right, I'm out of here. You guys, if you need anything, let me know. Unknown Files is on at 7 too. If you like to chase some ghosts with Illinois Paranormal Research Group, let me know. And yeah, Vic, Arctic Ice, I got one here. Arctic Ice this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the Alaskan. I like the Alaskan and the tundras. Those are the ones that stay the coldest. The tundra is almost as cold. It gets like dry ice. I mean, you can take the tundra and put them in a hard grizzly cooler. It'll hold ice cream froze for like 3 or 4 days. I mean, it's great. The Alaskans are really good too, but this is what I use inside the deer cavity. I put 2 of them up in there, and it keeps that deer nice and fresh until you can get it to the processor. All right. If y'all need anything, let me know. God bless you. Good night, Sean. Thank you, buddy. Sean's been listening to the app quite a bit this week. I appreciate that. Don't forget to send those screenshots in, and we'll go from there. I am going to say goodnight to you all on Facebook, and if you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, we'll chat here in a couple days. Have a wonderful evening, and I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.